top. Why can't it all slow for a moment? Give us all time to breathe. Why don't they know that every GI needs his time on leave? So stand up and show hearts of metal still can feel. Hearts of metal still can feel. That's the sorrow still can heal. It's your past that makes you real.
Hello. Today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday.
Your hope's igniting a brighter day. Laughing hearts won't let evil stay. Gleaming mask of true villain's terror. Breaking through, show the world its error. Hearts of metal still can feel. Hearts of metal still can feel. Past of sorrow still can heal. It's your past that makes you real.
Happy TouHou Tuesday.
The man you used to be.
Because I did not come to but
Things you need to see. Don't lock away. You'll have to break yourself free.
looking stuff. Looking stuff.
Hearts of metal still can feel. Hearts of metal still can feel.
Fantastic.
That's
I hope you're ready for a beautiful day.
Hope you're ready for the unforgettable luncheon. I'm Steve. Oh, that's a very fun sneeze.
Hello? 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 I believe everything is kind of working.
Alright, we will get out of the way for you. Later.
crack a smile and stay a while. Crack a smile and stay
Jackson, we're going to have to restart the microphone.
to stay forever.
I need to restart this phone so that I can refresh the software inside. I'm not sure how you're supposed to restart these things.
I'll snap this birdie's wing, no way you'll ever win. I am the one you're after, engaging final countdown. I am your ending's grafter, wipe off the cyclist no frowns. Crack a smile and stay a while, crack a smile and stay a while. Why won't you stay How could you be so bold? Your friends all left you cold. You're hanging out to dry. Now let me hear you cry. Crack a smile and stay a while. Crack a smile and stay a while. Why don't you stay forever? This is my game you're playing. Your grave is where you're staying. I'll break your hero spirit. Want conflict? You don't give it. Crack a smile and stay a while. Crack a smile and stay a while. Why don't you stay forever?
Jeff Williams, I really like this one. This one's very nice. This one's very nice. I can just sit and listen to this for ages. TouHou Tuesday is in time now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tuesday's back again now. Tuesday's back again now.
Now that we're here in our final showdown, life has left you, have lost all your ground. How's it feel? See your whole world burning from the ashes, the new world I'm yearning for.
Did I fix it? Are we better? No more echo? Is echo done?
Why don't you stay forever?
Hi. TouHouSday. Do you hear that? That's the sound of my terrible May Flash controller. Yes. TouHou Tuesday. Tuesday, I thought you were better than this. The sound of a healed thumb? Yes, it is. The sound of a healed thumb. Alright, boys. Let's TouHou it up. Hold on. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages over 18, welcome, welcome. It is time to become video game. Remember, dodge bullets. I'm on it. I just tried to salute as if I could. Hey chat. Hey chat. I'm looking into a thing. Hey chat. I'm looking into a thing. Yeah. Could be really cool. Yeah. Hold on. But Hima, you aren't even over 18. Inches tall? Yeah, no, I understand. I understand, you little bastard. I am 12 inches tall. That is correct. That is correct. I am a 1 foot tall, massive, super cool dude. So anybody who has been watching for a while has known that TouHou Tuesday is the day of the week where we go into TouHou 6, EOSD, and I cry. 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 And then I cry some more. And then I cry some more. And then I cry a little bit more. And I cry a little bit more after that. Because this is what it takes. A lot of tears. Just a lot of tears. Whole mess of tears. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear the audio yet. Can you guys hear the music? Yes, no. MIDI mixer. I hear something. But Julie says cry harder. Touhou music is there. Alright, we're good. What? Scarlet Demonic Embodiment. The East Demon Rural Township. That's not right. Hold on. That's not right at all. Hold on. Excuse me. That's not right. That's the wrong version of the game. Hold on. There we go. Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. There we go. That's a here's a literal translation. It's translated by human beings. Now it's good. Alright. See, this is fine. Excuse me for a second here, chat. So in case you're wondering, you are listening to the Roland SC-88 with the R8 drum set, the SC-55 for backing, and the D550 Calliope. And at any point, I can swap things around if we need to, in order to use different sound fonts as needed. So, let's try and see what we can do here today. There we go. Key config. Shot is okay. Bomb is okay. Slow is okay. Shot, bomb, slow. Let's try it. Then we'll put a skip on there. There we go. Hotel Mario sound font would be funny, but I have no idea if you have that. I do have that, actually. Fun fact. Alright, let's try it. We're just gonna do some practice on hard. I think... Chat, what should we start with? Do we go Marissa? Or do we go Reimu? I know we've been doing Reimu because Marissa's a little bit faster than I'm used to. Oh, hold on. I do have to make sure that we are capped at 60 frames instead of 30, because this is a game that runs at 60 frames a second. Normally I keep my desktop capped at 30 frames because it's nice and cinematic. Oh no. Alright. Excuse me, chat. Apparently some things are busted. What the fuck? What do you mean it's not been installed? The fuck do you mean it's not been installed? What do you mean? What do you mean? Chat, what do you mean the driver software is not installed? What the fuck? What are you doing? What is it doing? What is it doing? Not connected to an Intel graphics product. What the fuck do you mean? No. What the fuck do you mean? What? Cool. We've blocked PowerShell.exe because it's infected with a command line. That's PowerShell. What do you mean it's been infected? Oh, cool. So my GPU just no longer works because my fucking firewall has blocked my power supply. Alright, well we're already at 60 FPS, so fuck it. We'll be fine. Okay, cool. Thank you for deleting my PowerShell. Thank you so much for deleting my PowerShell. Very cool. Very, very cool. You know, I think that's actually the coolest thing you've done for me all day. Hello, Ming. Welcome in, welcome in. Good old Gensokyo. The home of the best scammers. Listen, you don't need any scammers trying to sell you car insurance or health insurance or anything else, because you've already got the secrets of the insurance figured out. Oh, son of a bitch. I should not be dying this early. Oh my goodness, that is unexcusable. Hold on. Excuse me, let's restart here. So, my thumb is not fully healed. That is my excuse for this session, and is going to remain my excuse for why I'm going to be terrible. Also, I haven't practiced, and the sun was in my eye, and solar radiation was in the way. It's alright, don't worry about it. I've just got a little bit of solar radiation. It's nothing too crazy. Hima, dodge the bullets. Oh, alright. Let's get ready to humble! Rumby is gonna kill me. Rumby is gonna kill me. Rumbus. Thank you so much, Rumbus, for delivering me a horrific, violent death. No, really, I genuinely appreciate all of the murder, all of the homicide. It is the greatest thing you could have gifted me. Very cool. This feeling, how do I describe it? If it was her, she would say something like, feels nice. But I dislike the night. I'm gonna be weirdos are out at night. Hey, who are you saying is a weirdo? Nobody was talking about you. This sentence ends in the rugged-sounding empathic particle. This utterance is characteristic of male speech, but is something of a catchphrase of Marissa's. She often says this phrase in which the sentence ends with another boyish expression. Okay, so she sounds like a dude. Plain as the witch? Heresy. 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 Heresy? Yeah, Marissa's actually quite awesome, believe it or not. Marissa's really cool and stuff. There we go. Absolutely delightful. Simply divine. Good. Alright, 46,000... No, 460,000. Thank you, Brain. 460,000 on her. Good. We haven't died yet. Remember to use bombs fairly often, and we should make it through just fine. That is my hope, anyway. I am holding out firm for a hero. And that hero is going to be me, actually. Believe it or not. Slide it through. Good. I don't know why my computer's decided I no longer have a graphics card, but I'll have to sort that out after the stream. Luckily, it's on a game that doesn't really need a GPU, so we'll probably be fine. There we go. Delightful. Nah, just gonna not bother with that. Thank you. Give me your free bomb. Thank you very much. Grab everything we can. He erected a sentry! Center's going up and down, and damn it, get that blue back here. This thing ain't on autopilot. Slide it through, slide it through. Alright, grab everything we can. Good, good. Grabbing pills. Slide it through. Every which way we got him. This is cool. A design for Master Spark spell card. Hell yeah. I think we're going to be doing pretty good here today. Alright, take care of everything we can. Try and slide this through here. Good, good. Slide it through, slide it through. Oh, waste a bomb if you have to. Good, good. Looks like it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock and it's time to rock. Oh boy. 7 o'clock's alright for a fight. Saturday night's alright, alright, alright. Would you say it's circle 9 o'clock? In an hour? Slide a little bit through and see what we can do over here. And boom goes the dynamite. Nice, quick, clean, and easy. Alright, boys, let's see what we can do here. We are heading to the mansion. And theoretically, I should be able to make it at least 2 patchy, at least that's the generalized hope, and we'll see what goes on from there. Fingers crossed, everybody. We're gonna hope for the very best, like no one ever did. I need to keep remembering that a lot of this stuff you can kind of slide through. If you just get your timing just right. And really, now that we've gotten our full level power, nothing else super matters except getting to the end, right? Doing a little bit of bait outs, a little bit of call outs, probably going to be fairly helpful here, but nothing too crazy. Oh, it's 7 o'clock again! Oh no. Oh no. My apologies to anybody who's expecting hyperactive reading of the chats. Today is going to be more of a day of sitting back, enjoying some solid music, and just kind of relaxing. TouHou's always been one of those franchises where you can kind of sit back, relax, and not really think about anything as you die over and over again for 8 months or more. Slide through. There we go. Grab everything. Alright, let's see what we can handle here. We are going to see if we can get past her. My fingers are crossed, and I am ready to be horribly slaughtered by Hong Mei Ling, the Chinese girl. 1908 for those in Central Daylight Time using a 24-hour timeline. 7 o'clock again. 7 o'clock's alright for a fight. waste, but hey. That is an even bigger waste, but hey, death bombs happen from time to time. Holy shit. Yeah, no. That's a bad sign, but we'll find out. Yeah. Remember, kids. Life is like a hurricane. Just use it, who cares? Already wasted, what, 8 bombs? What's a few more? Not the golden gameplay, but you know what? It could be worse. Life is all about figuring out ways to survive against the traps and snares of the devil. So let's figure out our ways to survive. Grab exactly where we have to, exactly when we have to. There we go. Beautiful. Let's keep on rolling, boys. We got a maxed out power, which should make this at least a little bit easier. Maybe we can make it Apache. Is this my hope? Yeah, no, didn't need that. One of my biggest issues is a lack of confidence. The other issue is that I keep hitting bombs. At least get back up to max here before I die again. Thank you. Oof, jeez. Yeah, no, my timing on the bombs is very off. Nah, don't care. Get rid of all of that. No one gives a fuck. Slide it through. Alright, grab everything we can. Power mode. Can we at least make it there with 2 lives? Maybe. Didn't need to do most of that, but maybe. Oh, that's a problem. So we're not gonna get another bomb out of that. Now I need to cycle up, I need to cycle left. Well, we're still technically making it left. I need to improve my reflexes on this. Holy shit. That is shameful. Well, that is an absolutely shameful score. Let's just put those Fs. Yeah, this time we're doing Fs. Today feels like an F kind of day. You know that? Today feels like an F kind of day. What happened is I stalled. Yeah, I stalled. I stalled and I just wound up losing a lot of lives because I got overly confident in the early half and then got less confident as we got through. Because the thing is, I haven't played this in a little while, so my brain's kind of expecting me to be even worse than I actually am. Which means when I had any sort of early competency, right? Which you'd think would get cancelled out by the fact that I died in the Lumia fight. But unfortunately, my confidence in Lumia was still unshaken because I felt like it was a one-off failure, right? What basically happened is we lost too many bombs without using them. And if I had just used the bombs instead, we probably would have gotten significantly further. At the end of the day, what we have here is a failure to bomb. As it turns out, sometimes you really do just need to bomb things quickly. Sure, but you can cut yourself slack sometimes? No, I can't. If you cut yourself slack, people make more mistakes. I mean, other people cut themselves slack. I can't cut me slack. I have to hold myself to a higher standard than literally everyone else around me. That explains why I'm a failure. No. See, you might be a failure, right? But I am a failure in spite of trying to hold myself to better standards, right? See, that's the difference, right? You get to be a comfortable failure. I get to be a stressed out ball of nerves failure, but we both wind up at the same spot. You're just happier there. That's the difference, right? We shall face this failure together, as brothers! Against the void! Stand firm. Deliver yourself, not unto the hands of the devil, but unto the hands of the Anointed One, the Lord God Almighty. On the other hand, if I'm useless, they can't use me. Exactly! See, now you're thinking with portals. Now you're thinking with portals. Yeah, no, I'm extra difficult on myself because I know what it takes, sometimes. And I know that I don't have it, but I know that I can have it. So I need to be able to hold a stronger standard than I currently hold. Remember, kids, if at first you don't succeed, violently, mentally beat yourself up over every single failing until you're a blinded up, twisted up, knotted up ball of nerves that can't get anything done anyway. Because somehow that's going to help you. Because after all, isn't life all about being miserable and stressed out and feeling like nihilism is the only answer and nothing matters? Isn't that really what life's all about? Being a miserable little pile of failure? Why not be happy and joyous? Because happy and joyousness fucking sucks. It's for losers and nerds. How dare you be happy? You made me think of the movie Whiplash. It's an amazing movie. I don't know if I recognize it by name, actually. There we go. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Ah, shit. Oh, man. That's Touhou for you. Oh, shit. So not only did I waste a life... Shit. Oh, man. Yeah. I wasted an extra bomb after it. And I paused and I put myself into a position where I can, have some issues down the line. Fucking hell. Oh, shit. Did I break the fucking game, too? Oh, man. Alright, hold on. Oh. Okay. Well, that's fine. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, yay. Ay. That's what we call a little bit of anger. Remember, kids, fail means first attempt in learning. Yeah, learning. Yeah, learning. Remember, kids, you have to take a failure about 10,000 times before you get your proper success. You just might not actually recognize each of the failures. Because a lot of them are so minor, you won't even think about them unless you cripplingly analyze every single failure you've ever made. And if you're doing that, well, congratulations, you're not actually doing anything else. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Yoink! Alright, so, we are not really making much in the way of progress here. My hope was that eventually I would learn through a lot of muscle memory and what have you, the patterns. That I'd be able to lock my brain into this stuff. But we're still not necessarily understanding the core fundamentals here. It seems like core fundamentals are significantly lacking. Every time I see Chirno, I force myself to do Baka Baka like I'm from Chirno's perfect math class. Hell yeah. You know what? I'm gonna try the fucking illusion laser instead for a little bit. I'm gonna see if that's anything a little bit easier for me. The shotguns are fun, it works, but everybody talks about how the illusion laser is the only way to go. The illusion laser is the only way to go. I remember all those times people would come in here and bitch about my using. I remember. I'd much rather remember something important, like, I don't know, my brother's face, but hey, what you gonna do? You're just gonna survive the best you can. If I remember right, the reason why I was using the other one, as opposed to the illusion laser, was because the other one does a bit more damage close enough. With Marissa's abilities, it seemed a little bit easier to get closer with a shotgun. So I suppose the benefit on this one that most people don't really know is the simple fact that when you're using the lasers, you know exactly where Marissa is, so it does become a little bit easier to figure out where you need to be. You can kind of glance anywhere up and down the line, and you know exactly where she is. Yep. Also a little bit easier to use screen killers. It's not as powerful as the laser was when it was first introduced. My goodness, the laser was overpowered when it was first introduced. It made that game really nice, really quick, really clean, really easy. Yoink, yoink, yoink. We're gonna see if we can run through here. I think one of my biggest issues is that I'm changing strategies significantly without learning the base mechanics that make the strategies actually work. And I think really this is something that comes down to an issue in skipping the previous game too soon before starting this one. We did start using save states, we started using other things to move and get to the next game, just to push it out, instead of actually learning through the core fundamentals. Or not, who knows. In this world, there's a lot of fuckheads who will tell you that no matter what you say, you're just wrong. So what you gonna do? A little bit of grace. Thank you. Let's see what we can get through over here. Let's see if we can find ourselves a little bit of a better case. Fingers crossed, please. Come on, let's try and work this as close as I can to a better spot. I would like to try and max this out before the Chirno fight, if at all possible. Theoretically, we should be able to do a little more damage in certain bits here. I think, because there's a few bits in Pachuli's fight. Patchy's fight has, well, the lead up to Patchy's fight has the books that you can't really do much with. Alright, so you've got the laser forward. So that'll do a little bit of clear out with the bombs easy, but I don't remember what's going on ahead. It's not going to be really behind or the sides. But I should be able to use that to clear bosses, at least one stage of a boss a little bit more. I'm noticing we're not nearly doing as much screen clear, but no, we are doing a decent amount of screen clear. There we go, slide through, slide through. And of course, I think I tore open my thumb again. This is why you don't get angry and smash things. I literally just said don't get angry and smash things. Oh, man. I literally just said it. And what do I do immediately? Anger management failure, complete and utter anger management failure. There we go. Slide it, slide it. Now, one of the most crazy things I've learned in all of this is the simple realization that you do more damage when you're higher up the screen. And I'm gonna be honest, that was kind of a... I did not even hit anything that time. Alright, that's fine. We'll waste one bomb, why not? That was kind of a eureka moment for me. Because I didn't realize that at all before. It would probably make a few of the games a little bit easier for me, honestly. But then again, I'm trying so hard to get into these areas where we get the increased damage that I'm putting myself in positions where I'm just dying faster. There are deaths that I don't need to take, that I'm taking because I'm trying to rush these things through, instead of being patient. And a lack of patience, a lack of common virtue seems to be one of the key issues I'm hitting here. Let's see what we can do. Try and grab anything we can. Very good. Doesn't really seem to increase your damage that much. Actually, hold on. Really? Oh, fucking come on. I think one of my least favorite things about this is that if you want to get through a lot of this shit, you basically have to play it fucking perfectly so you can have enough room to be able to mess up later. At least that's the way I feel about this, and I feel like by the time I get almost any of these runs done, I've gotten myself to such a point that I can effectively perfect the rest of the damn game, which is kind of cool, right? The problem is, it never stays that info, because as soon as I get that done, right, there's this, like, mental rejection of literally everything I experienced prior. Hello, Clanker. Hello, hello, hello. TouHou Touhousday. Little ceiling Josu. Let's get everything we can. Try and take care of it. Slide it through. Stealth mode. I'm gonna take away your stealth mode here in a second. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. There we go. It's weird, because, like, the more I overanalyze any of this stuff, the less it makes any sense. But I gotta think of something to talk about, right? There we go. Slide it through. You wouldn't. I would. You'd be surprised at the things I would do. Let's see what we got. Throat is doing its own thing. We got a little bit of stress here. Let's see if we can try. Yeah. Would I rather waste a bomb or a life? I'd rather waste neither, but if I had to pick between the two, I think I'll settle for wasting a bomb. There we go. Soft Team this day. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It is pissed off him this day. That's why I'm talking so quiet here. Because I am beyond pissed off. See, that's one of the weird things, right? The more angry I get, the more soft-spoken I tend to get. Because there's, like, the comedic over-anger, right? And then there's little soft-spoken anger. Oh, wow. Held a message for using private blood terms. Sad. 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 Is this one of those reoccurring issues or any new miseries? Oh, it's just the usual stuff. Dealing with people. Humanity's a hell of a thing, isn't it? I mean, luckily, I don't have to deal with a lot of the stuff that was stressing me out for a bit here. There's some stuff that was keeping me away for a while that's finally been dealt with summarily. Now that certain things have already been done, I no longer have to worry about a lot of it, which is good. Yeah, that is a significant difference, right? I could have made it through. I genuinely could have made it through there if I committed more. I think one of my biggest problems is... I realize I say that as I'm analyzing myself here, but let's be fair, folks. I analyze myself all the time. It's just what happens. Yeah, no, in general, the more soft-spoken and calm I am, the more pissed off I am, just because it means that I'm able to spend less of my energy on talking and smiling, and more of my energy is going towards suppressing a very strong rage. So right now I am incredibly pissed off. Actually, I'm pissed off pretty much beyond words. And it's really, really hard to describe just how fucking angry I am right now. But we'll do what we can. There we go. Save that life. Thank you. Very cool. I wonder if the different bombs here actually have a different activation frame. I wouldn't be surprised. Nah, just waste a second one. Why not? Why not? I'm not a massive fan of how the health bars work on this one. It kind of sometimes feels fairly generic, because they don't match with each other. I'm gonna smash my keyboard over my fucking game. What you're telling me is that it's a good day for izakaya. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is. And we might get over to there in a second here. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of hate how there's not just a category. I'm kind of hating how there's not just a category for Touhou in general. So I could just kind of like... swap between Touhou games as we go, because I don't necessarily want to stay here in this category. Though I do think swapping to entertainment could maybe work. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Good. Twitch is weird. Well, no. Twitch works fine, right? We have the Touhou Project category, and that's what everybody uses. YouTube's what I'm talking about as, like, the weird one, where it's like, ew. They just have the individual games. There's not, like, a single broader category for content that is just Touhou related, right? And you don't want to really use just the gaming, although I'm not sure if it still works that way. YouTube has categories, the fuck? Yeah, no, you as the audience don't get to see them. And that's like the weirdest fucking thing, right? Yeah, the YouTube audience doesn't get to see what the categories are, but as a content creator, I can select what content categories my stream fits into, or my videos in general, right? And, it's kind of just... It's just a thing that they don't let the user see, but it quietly, softly limits what you can see, because depending on what category you're in, you get into a different algorithm, right? Which basically means if you, the creator, are putting your stuff in the wrong category, it's going to start having some issues. Isn't that the way you... Okay, so yes and no, because they also added categories. And if you don't put yourself in the right category, YouTube itself will force a different category on you that it chooses. And it punishes gaming content. It has pretty much since Susan Wojcicki got in charge. Susan Wojcicki decided to actively punish any form of Let's Play content and any form of gaming content by throttling down the visibility in order to make it so that people would watch less gaming content and watch more real content. They actively throttle up certain fashion content because it means that people will spend more money on clothing or the like. They downthread pretty much any and all gaming content in a constant struggle to try and kill off the Let's Play format. They'll try and adjust everything over and over again to try and kind of push a different category depending on like who's in charge and who feels like they're getting the most slighted and who pays the most. So there's like a bunch of categories that sometimes it's beneficial, sometimes it's not. There's the yellow list and the red list words, right? Hunting for niche stuff, the description helps a lot. Yes, the description can help a lot, which is why you kind of almost have to be regenerating a description every single time. There is a big part of me that wants to just kind of get lazy and AI generate video descriptions. Like, feed in whatever the list of words to avoid is. The green zone, the red zone, and the yellow zone words, right? They're self-sabotaging the niche they dominate to try and go into one Instagram outcompetes them. Yes! Yes! Because the people at YouTube are fucking retards. And Susan Wojcicki even openly admitted that the gaming content and the Let's Play content made more money for Google than literally anything else on the entire platform. And that gaming content on its own would have been enough to sustain the platform. And that she maliciously, intentionally sabotaged gaming content on the platform. Specifically costing Google billions of dollars in revenue. And she bragged about this openly. Because her politics were more important than revenue. Yeah, no. And to this day, YouTube is still trying to fucking gut gaming content. There's separate algorithms for gaming content and normal content. And under the gaming content algorithm, you are punished far more severely for any form of gaming content, which is why a lot of content creators will make their gaming content about science, or they'll make it about entertainment, or they'll make it about music, or they'll make it about literally anything other than the game itself, because these individuals have been very, very, very passionate about the fact that gaming doesn't deserve to exist. And it takes away from other potential propaganda operati. Give me a sec, I'm doing a little bit of whittling here to try and calm down. Sounds like Alphabet Inc. shareholders may have a case? Well, if they ever filed anything, yes, they would. If they ever actually filed, yes, because she openly admitted multiple times to having actively, maliciously sabotaged shareholder value. But now she's dead. So, I mean, you know. It's kind of been that way for years, because let's be honest here, gaming content sells fantastic. People love gaming content. People want to watch games. The nature of people is to want to sit and watch somebody else be good at something, or be bad at something, or experience something that they can't experience, they can live vicariously. People like watching you play hard video games because it's a video game that they wouldn't be good enough to keep going through. People like watching you play scary games because it's a game that they might be too terrified to keep moving forward at, or they might just need someone to comfort them as they go through these things, right? These are the differences, right? Gaming content will always sell. The problem is the people who run the platforms don't want gaming content to sell, so they have, for some fucking reason, decided to do literally everything in their power to try and sabotage it. Sort of like how right now they're trying to do everything in their power to sabotage anime content, right? Or Japan. For the repeat streams like Touhou and Void and so on, it might be worth cooking up some descriptions. Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is, so I can get some better trips and whatnot. And we can have people who are looking for that kind of content be able to come in here. Every day we live's a victory. Well, yeah, because the other people who are trying to go against us want us dead. So the simple act of you being alive is a rebellion against everything they want and everything they stand for. Remember, never let yourself be killed. Never let yourself die. Because your simple act of living, no matter how uncomfortable, no matter how you may feel about anything in that life that you live right now, is a victory for you and a loss for them. Every single day you're alive, they are losing their fucking minds because you haven't killed yourself. Remember that. Never fucking forget that. Live. Be merry. Find joy in life. Stand firm against any form of this shit. Don't be so fucking overwhelmed with copium and whatnot that you don't get anything done. Have moments of anger, have moments of somber reflection, have moments of sorrow. Be aware of yourself, but always, now and forever, remember firmly that you simply being alive pisses these people off. And it should. Because you are a beautiful gift to this world. And the fact that you were born at all is a mighty, mighty thing indeed. And no matter what they do to control you, no matter what they do to change you, no matter what they do to cage you, no matter what they do to hurt you, the simple act of being alive at all proves that they've fucking lost. I don't like the illusion spark. Then why am I sitting at the returns counter? At least you're alive to sit at the returns counter. Remember, kids, if you can't live for joy of life, live out of spite. There's nothing wrong with living out of spite. I think the biggest difference the lasers are going to make is in the later game. In this earlier game, it doesn't seem to really that much. Good, good. I do find it an interesting mechanic, the idea that the closer you are, the more damage you do. But I also don't think I'm very good at it. And maybe you're sitting at the returns counter because you wish to return something. Or because you wish to hit on that cute lady who's around your age at the returns counter, who gives you that eye every time you go by. So you finally decided to sit at the returns counter under the hopes that maybe you can have a nice long-running conversation with her that leads to something more. Or maybe you simply feel lonely and really like talking to random people, so you found a way to go to the returns counter and make an occasional return in order to get that one moment of fleeting happiness, where it feels like everything just works out. The eyes she gives out do taste yummy. Yeah, candy eyes. Yeah, delicious, delicious gummy eyes. Hey, have you ever gotten those, Oh, they give them out during Halloween, but they've got, like, the gummies, and they have the multi-types, where they have, like, that little squishy sour stuff. No. I'm talking about the candy, right? She could be giving you, like, literal human eyes, and that's between you and her, right? And also the government. Probably between you, her, and the government, because the government always wants their cut whenever you're giving away human body parts. I don't know why. So weird. But have you ever had those weird little, they're the gummies, right? But it's like the inner part of the eye is a gummy. The very center of the eye, that little black bit, is a, like, hard candy, right? It's like the pit of the eye, whatever you want to call it. That's like a hard candy. Then the little, like, place where all the color is, that is gummy. And then the actual, like, white of the eye is this weird little, like, liquid. If you haven't had it, well, now you've had it described to you. Because they used to have those when I was a kid, right? I think they had those when I was a kid. I remember those for a couple Halloweens. But they were a candy, and they had, like, a mixture of sour and sweet in there. And it was like it looked like a human eye, right? And it was in a ball. It was in a little circle with, like, a little plastic... I think it was actually a... No, it was a metal film. It was like a little metal film that they were held in, right? There we go. It's like a little metal film, and you'd unwrap it, and it's got, like... It looked like an eyeball, right? But when you bit into it, the outside would squish, and it would, like, shoot all the, like, sour liquid all over your face, or all over your mouth, or whatever. And then you'd have, like, the little gummy. And I remember... we used to use the liquid from that to make phallic jokes. Because it was white liquid that was used for making the eye. So we would do what young teenage boys would do. Just make it look like, you know. I remember you would have, some of us would just, like, sneak behind people and just squirt the eyeball over their shoulder. I got into so much trouble with those damn things. Oh, because it looked bad. It looked bad. So nothing has changed. Okay, imagine almost like a frosting, right? But it's a real liquid frosting. It's a very, very liquid white frosting type thing. But it's sour. So nothing has changed. I am just as mature as I was as a young lad. I will continue to be as mature as I've ever been. I will not grow up. I will not grow old. I will only grow more and more knowledgeable and more powerful. Yeah, no, it was like, okay, so how do I best describe these things? How the hell do I best describe these things? 'Cause it's like they had like a little... It was almost like a gummy clear coat, right? That was holding in the liquid. So it was like a little bag almost kind of thing, right? And like I said, it had the liquid sour like white stuff, right? For the eye. That was like around it. And then you had the gummy. And then you had the hard candy. And the white was held in by like the little thin layer of gummy, right? And you could kind of just squeeze the outside to the inside and it would squirt out. So now I'm wearing two headsets, crossed atop each other, stream in the left ear and New Vegas in the right ear. Where is your audiobook of the of the Bible in Greek, the Bible in Hebrew, and the Bible in Aramaic? Which ear do those go into? Because you need to have all of them at the same time. You need to have all of those at the same time.
Happy Worm raided my stream.
Hello, happy little worm. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I'm Himawari Kotetsu, Tokusatsu villain Vtuber extraordinaire, 1 foot tall of crazy terror, enjoying a good bit of tomboyish experiences, violently dying over and over again on the hard mode as we try to slowly figure out a way to get through the wonders of Scarlet. where we have not really been able to get past... Oh, I think we've made it to the maid several times. Hello, bullet hell shooters, bullet hell shooters. They're always wonderful, aren't they? Who doesn't love a little bit of bullet hells? Tuesday is the day of TouHouSday, where we play some Touhou. Happy little word. Yes, every Tuesday I do TouHouSday. For the last few, like the last 8 months, we have been stuck in this game. But you know what? I am getting slowly worse than I was before, so you know it's all worth it, right? I'm actively just getting worse. I'm not getting any better. I love them, especially like cave. Oh, sorry. Hold on. My bad. I love them, especially cave shooters, like Dandanpachi. Ooh, Dandanpachi. Mushihi-hime-sama. I am not good at bullet hells. I have never been good at bullet hells. I don't think I will ever be good at bullet hells. However, you know what I am? Very, 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 very stubborn. I'm stubborn. So you know, that's gotta count for something. I have been playing this one game almost every Tuesday. Give me a second here. Give me a second here. I want to see, how long have I been playing just Scarlet? Trying to get through it. On Tuesdays. Again, it's only like 1 day a week, but you know what? That's still 1 day a week that we're like obsessively playing this game. So, almost every week, I have been playing this since... Drumroll, please. We're scrolling back through the timeline. That's 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago. That's 6 months ago. That is 7 months ago. Oh.
Drum.
That is almost exactly 8 months. Oh, fuck. Chat, that is almost exactly 8 months. Oh, no. Hold on. I have to talk with somebody real quick here. Excuse me. Give me a second here. I have to do some business on the back end. Give me a second.
Weise wie Riders, mein Name ist Gunther and this is Himawari Kotetsu, welcome in Iverione. We accept donations in the form of green crackers. Please.
Green crackers. Crackers. Excuse me. If you're gonna play a Touhou game forever, it might as well be this one. Well, it was either gonna be this one or 5. go. Hold on. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, that needs to not be full screen. That needs to be there. We're doing a little bit of business here. Dealing with some typey note things. Yes, I have Gunther. If you can't see him, so you see right here, this little nerd with the glasses? He is Gunther. They are my little explosive friends. If you've seen me on anybody else's collabs, I usually send a Gunther to speak for me. I am a brain in a jar, controlling a small toy version of my body, and occasionally I will send my little Gunthers out into the world in my stead, and they will travel. They will be my voice. I can basically take over their bodies, and I can use their voices. I can use my voice through their body. Gunthers, for the curious, their blood is kerosene, and they explode when you kick them too far. Where are you, Hima, right now? At an undisclosed location on the moon. Yeah, they explode violently if you hit them too hard. And don't worry. Don't kick a Gunther. Yes, they will explode. Now, on the bright side, after they explode, they come back larger than the last time they exploded. So sometimes Gunthers will make a game out of hitting each other hard enough that they explode over and over again until they get taller than the other Gunthers. So occasionally I will just come by and I will hear a series of explosions as they are proceeding to just smack each other, explode, reform, explode, reform, explode, reform, so that they can reach the top shelf. It's very annoying. It causes a lot of property damage, but you know what? At least they're having fun. Now, I also have... Whoop, hold on. Excuse me. Hi, everybody. I also have... Hold on. A full suit of armor, because I'm amazing. Yeah, you like my armor? My shoulder pauldrons blink. I have 2 eyes on each shoulder. I can see out of them, so I can see behind myself and in front of myself, as well as seeing out of both eyes. I also have more eyes down here. My eyes are also down here. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's so that I don't slam into, like, hallways or whatnot. I always have eyes. Oh, yeah, and also, hold on. What? Hold on. Ah! It's busted. Ah! Hold on. What? I can blink here too. Yeah, no, I have not been hitting any walls since I've been doing this stuff. I've not been hitting anything since I've been doing this stuff. You kidding me? Stuff's great, man. Listen, as soon as you're able to actually, like... Uh-oh. Hold on. We're having a minor issue here. Hold on. Ah, the uniform's not doing its thing. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, no, as soon as you have, like, the eyes like that, you're in a much better spot, right? Your full armor's crazy, that helmet. Yeah, no. Well, that's actually my face, too, but, you know. These things happen. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. Right, hold on. There we go. Yep. There we go. My ears back. There we go. Yeah. No, I like it. You never told us how Gunthers are born. Alright. So, it's really, really simple. I make more of them in a lab. I literally just make them in a lab. I literally just grow them in a lab. They are genetically modified possums that I grow in a lab. That's it. There's nothing like super special about them. Admittedly. Daddy, no, that's father. Very different. Not daddy, father. I want my allowance. Your allowance is that I am allowing you to stay alive. Isn't that enough of an allowance? And if you've just got your allowance, you can go over to dragonstreasure.com and use code Kotetsu at checkout for 10% off your order. That is 10% off any order that you make when you use code Kotetsu at checkout. You can use that money to try and get back some of the income that you spent on the shipping. Remember, Dragon's Treasure. Is T-Man the mom? No. What? Listen, you don't understand how that works, right? I genetically create them in a lab. I stole my dad's recipe. I mean, I came up with the recipe all on my own. I definitely did not steal my dad's recipe for Gunther's. It is not something that was already being made. Do not believe the propaganda. This is not a recipe that I just stole from my dad's cabinet. What is in the recipe? Well, I could tell you that, but then you could make your own. And the last thing I need is for Gunthers to be able to make more Gunthers. Because that is how we reach, like, critical mass. You have to understand. You have to be very careful with how many you make, because they're effectively immortal. Although eventually, right, the problem is, like, over time, the larger a Gunther gets, the longer it takes for them to come back. So you have some of them that get beyond a certain size, and they just keep exploding. And it takes longer, and it takes longer, and it takes longer. And then it's kind of just one of those situations where it's just not practical for them to keep coming back. You know what I mean? Like, they'll come back eventually. Does the recipe need tea? I'm not giving you the recipe. You guys are not getting that out of me. I'm not going to let you guys get the secret recipe for crafting Gunthers. However, I will say that the recipe does include a possum. You do kind of need a possum. And the recipe does basically consist of giving a possum sentience. Now, admittedly, there are some potential ethical concerns to giving a creature sentience and then being able to physically take over its body with a copy of your consciousness at a moment's notice via remote communications. There is, like, something to be said for an ethical constraint on there. However, I'm not the person who's going to say it, because I'm always right. By the nature of being evil, I'm always right. This is just how things are done. Hello! Welcome to the stream. I like how ever since I started doing the horizontal and vertical streaming, we've had a lot of folks who've been showing up who are even just already subscribers, who just weren't getting my content before. But now that it's in shorts, it's suddenly coming back. It is so fucking wild to me, man. Because that just shows that they're not sending my content to my viewers. I've gotten a few messages recently where people are like, hey, why are you showing up in my shorts feed? Brother, what is going on? I don't get your main streams anymore, but at least I get the shorts. It's kind of been confusing. You know what I mean? Yoink, yoink, yoink. Yeah, no. The Gunthers are fun. Horizontal. Maybe that's what it's short for. Maybe that's what it's short for. You know, I would never know, right? Excuse me, pardon me, Oh wait, this one doesn't have the vertical thing. That's the turnaround. Jeez. I'm trying to use my bombs as if they're all the same bombs. Look up. Look down. Look all around. Look up. Look down. There we go. Come on. You're good? Yeah, 44. That one's fine. The Whore of Sthall. So, chat, where is Sthall? Can somebody point to Sthall on a map for me? I know. I don't know my geography. I don't know where Sthall is. I don't know where many places are. I can't point to Narnia on a map. I'm a failure. I understand. However, it's next to Wakanda? Really? Really? I don't know where that is either, so, you know. It's in Babylon. Ah. Yeah. Babylon Ranch? It's in Zimbabwe. You mean Rhodesia, right? Sorry, that's an impulse I can't push back. Hold on. Oh, jeez. That, wow. Hold on. Give me a second there, that's... That's, I need to get better at, pushing that one back, because that might say a bit too much. Okay. I always thought it would be miles easier for control with the mouse and not the arrow keys. Agreed. I think it significantly would be. Well, I understand why it wasn't done with the mouse and why it isn't done with the mouse usually. Right now, I am using a fight stick. I'm using an arcade stick for this, which is also much harder. So I'm not even using the arrow keys. I'm not even using like a cool digital pad. I'm not using a cool like analog pad, I mean, where you get like the slow degrees of movement or a digital pad. I'm just using basically arrow keys with a stick that pokes them. You know, I wonder after all this time if I would be able to do another double back-to-back victory on 4, now that I've gotten better. I mean, we're only able to beat 5 because I did the save states after I successfully beat a level, which is no victory at all, let's be fair here. That is no victory. You connect the cool device where you can control with your thoughts. Oh, that'd be so cool, are you kidding me? The problem is, then something would be like registering my thoughts, wouldn't it? And I don't need that. My thoughts are scary. They make me sad. Here. Try and get everything you can. How beautiful new time is here today. You know it's time again, it's always time again, it's time. Fuck it. I will gladly use 2 bombs on Cherno if it means I don't die. I'm also going to die. But, you know, theoretically, it would be cool. You know, I think one of my biggest assets is the fact that I can just turn off my brain and not think about what I'm doing, and just commit horrible, horrific atrocities over and over again without ever even examining why or what I am doing. I think that's really, like, one of my big benefits as a human being, right? Because if you ever, like, spend your time thinking about why you're doing something or what you're doing, you might be able to have a moment of regret, where you just recognize that maybe you shouldn't be doing something. But if I don't ever think about it, right? If I don't ever think about it, then how can I ever change my mind, right? There we go. Oh, not that kind of thoughts. Oh, okay. Or like the tongue-controlled wheelchair device thing. Oh, man. I mean, I could probably, like, just do this better by getting an actual stick that isn't just these, like, sudden presses, right? I mean, I guess I could play it better with a controller. Maybe. Yoink, yoink. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. Who knows? All I know is that it sounds really satisfying to play this way, and I'm gonna be honest, it feels really satisfying, even if it's very much not accurate, and very much not helpful. Like, this makes it significantly harder than just using keyboard and mouse, but man, this feels so much more satisfying. Even when you're sitting there, like, crying and screaming and throwing yourself into a bullet because you couldn't move a small enough distance because it just instantly throws you across the fucking screen every time you do anything. My goodness, I hate these controls sometimes. There we go. Yoink. I would like to see what this would look like if you changed it to be controlled with the mouse. I wonder if there's any mods that do something like that. I think it'd be interesting. Then again, I guess one of the issues you'd run into is that you wouldn't be able to adjust your sensitivity or what have you. Yeah. I guess you'd need a different design philosophy, really. Hello, Chinese woman! The device that people use their mouth to control the wheelchair with the tongue. Could you imagine trying to play this game with your tongue? I can almost guarantee you somebody on the speedrun forums has done it. I can almost completely guarantee you someone on the speedrunning forums has beaten this game with their tongue. Because I know they've done it with bananas. I know they've done it with bananas. Yeah, fuck it. Why not waste my bombs? It'll be funny. If God didn't want us to use bombs, he wouldn't have given them to us. It's like why he gave us Sea Whiz. And white phosphorus. There we go. If God didn't want us to nape the enemy, he wouldn't have given us napalm, now would he? That's what I'm talking about, boy. Remember, folks, napalm sticks to kids. That is such a fucked up song, by the way. Did I remember to ever link that song to chat? It's got some spicy language, but it's a very culturally important song for the Vietnam War in the United States. And it has a lot to say about the folly of man and psychological damage that warfare can do to people. Also, it's just a funny song. Sleep time soon. Take care, He-Man Chat. Will you take a lot of care there, Kid Victus? Genuinely appreciate having you around. You're always a delightful member of the community. Keep with us. And I am very happy you've been able to stick around as much as you have. I don't expect it, but I'm always pleased and pleasantly surprised by it. Here we go. Fighting normal people just isn't my nature. That just has to be a lie. Ah, yes. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little steps along, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little steps along. I can't promise we're going to play this for very long, but I did want to actually do a TOHouSday, and I'm very glad that so far I have. guy who beat it with the banana must be capable of dodging, not the raindrops, but the frickin' wind. I know, right? Well, the thing is, the banana controller is kind of wild, because you just have to squeeze the bananas, right? You have to squeeze the... Ah, damn it. I need to move left instead of right on there. You have to squeeze the bananas in order to send an electrical current that is recognized as a motion. Oh, Marissa, why? This is why I was using Reimu. Like, unironically. I just can't move precise enough with Marissa. Ah, but Reimu's stuff sucks. You know what? No. Reimu's shots kind of suck, though. I mean, I guess her, like, version of this is pretty cool, but hey. What? How are you able to shoot that? No, legitimately, how the fuck? Oh, that pisses me off. I don't... I thought that would be able to... I thought I'd be able to fire enough of that. I guess it got just enough while it was off screen to be able to do that shot. Oh, this is fucked. Yeah, no. Me throwing completely at this level is a little bit fucked. Thank you, brain. There we go. Damn it, I was slightly too slow. If only there was a way to force yourself down from max power. Ah, the adventures I would have. I would do such funky things. Funky! Funky. Son of a bitch. Oh, yes. Alright, so the right one first. Middle. Left. You're good. So I just figured out the little numbers in the weapon menu is a skill cap that debuffs you if you don't reach it. What? What? In this? Oh, no, you're talking New Vegas. Sorry, brain. Oh, wait, we're fighting Patchy! Oh, shit! Hold on. Hold on. I forgot that we were even at Patchy. Yeah, no, I couldn't manage that. Yeah, well. Yeah, you are listening to the audio on the original intended hardware. We have the SC88 and the 5, the R5, I think it is. We've got some Roland hardware plugged in right now. Actually, I think the Roland... There's a different one that was more intended. The SC88 is not the optimal. Oh, I'm trying to remember the actual... I have that hardware, too. Somewhere around here. You know, we're going to listen to this for a little bit. We're using the SC88 right now, which is one of Roland's very high-end ones. Let me see here. Yeah, the Roland SC88. We have the D55 as well. I do have some Casios here. I've got some Casios included in here. I think it's the SC55 that we should be using, actually. I think it's the SC55 that we should be using. Excuse me. We'll flip over. There you go. So the SC88 is a bit of a higher quality one in terms of like the amount of bass there. But you can see that this one has a little bit more of that sort of passion to it. I forget what the one that these were actually designed on. I can look that up real quick. I can look that up real quick to see which hardware this is actually designed for. So I can make sure we're playing this on appropriate audio hardware. What sound device? There we go. Sense. No, I'm looking for a very specific one. I hate how everything's using fucking AI now. I'm trying to find the... Because I know there's a few of them that were used. Is the SD90? No. Because I thought it was the... I could have sworn it was the Roland 55. It was like the 55 and the 88, and I personally just like the sound of the 88 a little bit better. I hate the fact that there's so much fucking Undertale in this. I hate how much Undertale has overwhelmed the fucking search results for Touhou. Like, Undertale's fine if you enjoy it, but my goodness, is it infuriating to try and find anything related to Touhou when you just keep getting sent Undertale slop. Oh my goodness. MT32. Okay, so there's the MT32 and the SC50. Okay, the MT32 is what he was used for. Really? Are you sure? I thought it was the SC55. Really? No, the SC55 is the early one. It was the SC88, the MT32. Yeah, SC88. Yeah, there it is. The fucking SC88 Pro. Fucking hell. I hate how places are lying. They're like, this is supposed to be listened on the MT32. It's like, no, go fuck yourself. It's not. It is the SC88. So this shit's wrong. So it is this one. Fucking hell. Yeah, it is the Roland SC88 Pro sound canvas. Not the fucking 55, not the MT32. Hate this shit. Specifically, it's firmware version 1.02. Using an Iderol SD90 for the interface. Hate that shit so fucking much when people do this crap. Yeah, no. It's the SC88 Pro. Fucking hell. Hate that so much. Can we just have people actually be honest about this stuff? Fan works become more famous than the original masterpiece. Yeah, there's a lot of cases like that. So when he was recording the actual music, this is what Touhou sounded like to him. Which is not bad. Genuinely not bad. Okay, so the original soundtrack is used in 1, 2... and Scarlet Devil. Okay, so Scarlet Devil was originally composed on the SC88 Pro. Yes. Alright, cool. We're using the SC88 Pro right now. Good. Alright, cool. We've also got the original recordings on there. I hate when people say it should be the MT-32. The MT-32 sounds nothing like the fucking SC-88. So yeah, this is the SC-88 with the R8 drum set included in the background there. And I fucking love it. What was I thinking of the 55? Oh, different game for 55. That's right. There we go. Also, I'm not using continues. I am not sorry that I'm not using continues. I don't like continues. Continues make me sad. Continues make me sad. Continues make me unhappy. We are not doing continues in this household. You either get there or you don't, unless I decide to cheat outright, because I'm getting panicked. Nope. Hey, we at least did better than the first run that we got actual score on. Actually, yeah, no. Yeah. So, as you can see, we're doing the KH with the all Fs. Doing the KH loaded down with Fs like that is what we're doing for this entire set. Each one of these streams, I try to do a different letter or symbol on it to try and make sure that we can get a good understanding of when I was doing something. I remember about half the time. One of the issues I'm having right now is one with just not being able to move enough little. So I think we're going to use the persuasion needles for a little bit here. At the very least, the slow on here is so slow that I should be able to handle it just fine. The problem is, I have not had any experience with Reimu post-patchy. No. I have had minor experience with it. I haven't had nearly as much experience with Patchy's late stage as Reimu as I probably should. So the persuasion needles are good because these things just shred everything in front of you. They're a better version of Marissa's attack. The problem I run into is actually being able to collect enough energy to be able to make use of them. Seriously, these ones right here are very good. I just need to be able to get my head around the fact that I'm slower than I was. It's one of the major issues with playing as Reimu, is the fact that I am used to Marissa's speed, so swapping over just kind of gets a little bit miserable fast. Try and grab everything we can. Good. Snag. I did notice that playing Touhou has made me significantly better Ikaruga. Ikaruga? Pronunciation. Elocution. Point stands. I've gotten significantly better than I was at that one, just by playing the Touhou games that we've played so far. There are some passive lessons that are learned, even if I'm not particularly good at those passive lessons. Ikaruga, by the way, so damn much fun. Clearly I need to play Ikaruga Tuesdays for the next foreseeable 8 months after we beat this game. Just ate breakfast. How's the game going? It's actually going pretty good, you know? I'm relaxing, I'm having a good time. I'm in a really good mood. I hope your day's going well, Lindsay. It's always delightful to have you drop in. You are a lovely little ray of sunshine. Let's see what we can do here. I am definitely not used to being this slow. However, I should be able to make more use of the accuracy adjusters on here. There we go. Let's see what we got. I think I'll have a good Wednesday. I'm gonna carve a pumpkin if my laziness doesn't fall overhead. I hope you do get to carve that pumpkin. Genuinely. Pumpkin carving is one of those just lovely little pastimes you can have. Hello, Tor. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you have had yourself a fantastic day. I hope everything is very well with you. I have just swapped over to Marissa, or from Marissa to Reimu. Because I feel like I have been learning too much, and therefore I need to reset my knowledge by swapping everything that works with things that don't work. As you all know. As you all very well know. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna restart. I don't care. I'm gonna restart. Hello, 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 hello. Junbo Jones, Junbo Jones, Junbo Jones, Junbo Jones. Now chat, let me know if you want me to turn on any music in the background other than this. I know Zelda's music is delightfully lovely, but if we want to have some other music, you know that this is the... What just happened? Hello? Hello? Video game? Video game? Whoa, whoa! What the fuck was that? Okay. That was fun. What just happened? Sakuya, stop time! Ah. It's been a good day. My new cycling shoes came in. Managed to explode the pairs on my old pair. Explode the soles on my old pair. Ah. Well, you need to be careful, Mike. You gotta be a little more thoughtful. Those shoes are the soul of your endeavors. Ah! Now, do you need specific cycling shoes to be able to cycle? Or can you just use, like, whatever shoes? Like, what is special about a cycling shoe? I'm genuinely curious here. You've got me intrigued. Also, that pause. That pause is gonna make it so I can't turn this into the speedrunning forums, chat. Ugh, man. I don't even have, like, the on-screen timer. Well, actually, I do, actually. I do legitimately have an on-screen timer. Hold on. Oh, that's right. Hold on. I'm an expert. I have an easy way that we can start timing this. Does that mean that everything I do now is a speed run? Because we have the clock on the screen that you can use to, like, time how fast I'm doing something. Like, how many months can a speedrun be? Clipped a root going mock chicken. And the carbon-reinforced sole shattered on my left foot. Holy moly. This differs old shoes so we can avoid pressure points on our feet. Oh, okay. Now, you're not one of those insufferable cyclists, right? You're one of the cool cyclists. You're not gonna, like, slam into my car and then attack me, right? Right? Regular sneakers and fat pedals can be painful after a while in longer descents. So what you're saying is, you need to use the pain! Use the sneakers! Build through the pain! Suffer until you win! Suffer till you can't no more. Can nobody tell me nothing? Nobody tell me nothing. If I slam into anybody's car while riding, they're somewhere they shouldn't be. Okay, that's good. Cyclists need to learn their place. It's not on the road. Hint. Rybach Rogu Dawn of the Cruise. Excellent. There is truth in your words. Kodakastas names this maneuver Steel Rain. Okay, son of a... I hate that. I need to get used to how she maneuvers. Because, man, I am gonna be dying a lot with how much slower she is. I'm trying to pull off the funky moves. Chat. I said the word funky. Hold on a second. Excuse me real quick. I have to change something here. Excuse me. Gensokyo Patrol. Where are you? I don't care about Genshin Impact. Ghetto Patrol. There we are. Where are you? There it is. The song ends. Kill her right before the song. Damn it! I was hoping I could do the entire battle before the song ends. That makes me sad. Well, as long as I can actually do a little bit of dedicated movement without slamming in, I'll be fine. Sorry, what was that? My brain shut off for a second because I said a word, and that word was funky. Skill issue, Hima. Skill issue. Absolutely, unironically, unavoidably. It is a definitive skill issue. Was a solid hit. Bent a crank arm, a pedal, and exploded the soul shoe. How I managed to ride that one out without crashing when I flew perpendicular to the trail and landed outside was beyond me. Well, I would say it just means that you're really good, you know? I would just say that it means that you're really good at what you're doing, right? Is it just me, or is this firing faster than I remember it firing? Is everything flowing faster than I remember it flowing? Oh, okay. Probably just hallucinations. Excuse me. Excuse me. Son of a bitch. Yeah! Yeah, no, I'm losing a lot more lives on Reimu than I ever lose on Marissa. See why I'm just like, I don't know if it's worth having that little bit of extra control. The problem is, once I get to those later segments, I need that extra control that Reimu has, and I just don't have that when I'm playing Marissa, right? So it's one of those big questions. How do I get to the bits that I need each of the girls without using the other girl for those other bits? You know what I mean? I guess the biggest question is, which bit am I having the hardest time with, and then try to, like, build your build around it. The problem is, I can't necessarily get there well enough. Because Marissa lets me do all the maneuvers that I'm used to. Reimu does not let me even do maneuvers. But Reimu lets me have the actual control during, like, bits like this that I need to be able to pull off a maneuver like that. Using the same settings you always do? I'm using the same settings, yes, but I'm not using the same girl, right? The girls are different. The settings are the same. And that's why I'm sitting here and I'm very much trying to figure out. Because, like, there are some maneuvers here, like with this. With some of these, like, when you get to more bullet curtain-y segments, right? There are bits that it's just so much easier. Like, see that? I couldn't do that with Marissa. I literally just can't. So as we get to the later game, and again, I would have been dead there. But for some reason, the easier segments that are earlier in the game, those become harder, right? So the later game becomes easier, and the early game becomes harder, because a lot of this stuff... And also, I'm hitting the button for the bombs, but it's not quite where I feel like it should. You notice sometimes I'll pitch it like 2 or 3 times? That has got to be entirely fun, right? I should see if I can hook this up so that it shows you guys on screen exactly what I'm pressing when I'm pressing it, so you guys can realize just how bad my reaction times are. Point still remains, though. The smoother controls on here, the smoother slow. If I could have Reimu's slow with Marissa's non-slow, I would be in heaven. Are you kidding me? This would be amazing. If I could just have Marissa's regular speed and Reimu's slowdown. Oh. Oh, the adventures we would have. Ah, man. Yeah. Ooh, I should probably get the... I should actually probably restart this and turn down our life amount. So you can get it more reasonable. Your reaction time... You said your reaction time is bad, but I die to Rumi in easy mode. Oh! Well, I just think that I'm shit. Is it 3 for normal? You guys team in for a powdered drink sample so you can be 50% on par with your 14-year-old with a 14-year-old hopped up on Red Bull. I can get that. I can get behind that. Alright, let's try and keep this a little more reasonable, chat. There we go. See, chat? Suddenly I'm much more reasonable. I want to know if I will play better when the stakes are higher. Yeah, no, my standards for myself tend to be probably higher than they should be. But then again, I know me. I know what I feel like I should be capable of. Take it seriously. I suppose I should also give myself at least a little bit of credit for being able to play this while keeping up a relatively consistent dialogue. Because there's not a lot of people who can probably do that. Maybe. Yes, I'm playing on hard mode and not lunatic, but at least I'm still able to mostly keep conversational. I'm not doing like entirely catatonic, no conversation at all, just sit in the corner and hyper-focus more than like a few times here and there. Now, admittedly, when I try to do certain segments, I do have to fall dead silent. I wish this hitbox was more obvious. Because I felt, or rather the hitboxes on the enemy bolts were more obvious, I suppose. Maybe I just need to learn them better. It seems like some of the hitboxes are not as large as I think they are. And others seem to be far larger than I think they are. There we go. 48,000 is a lot better score on there than I'm usually used to getting. Good, good. I do need a powdered drink sample. Actually, you know what? I will just buy those things. And I will use my own code at checkout for 10% off my order. Is it just me, or am I playing better with less lives? Chat, what the fuck? No. 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 No, that's bullshit. There's no way. Hold on. Remember T-Man warning people to test his powder drinks? You know what? Yeah, I could like try to talk about that stuff. The chat from below us is below the YouTube one is the Twitch one? Yes, that's why it says Twitch on there. Although I keep trying to have that position so that it's not like blocked by the dialogue. Yeah, we got the Twitch. The Twitch chat is slow. Usually when YouTube fast, Twitch slow. When Twitch fast, YouTube slow. Sometimes both slow. When both slow, I sad. But it does happen. Very often, actually. That's one of the big things about being a smaller creator, is being able to... Yeah, no. My reflexes are so damn slow on that. I need to get better at the bombs. Let's see if I can just wiggle my way through here. I was able to perfectly wiggle through, but I'm so used to dying from Marissa's speed that I wasn't able to wiggle. Okay. Well, this will at least be a learning experience. If I die enough times at Cherno again, I will be freed, right? Alright, no, I'm not losing that many lives to Cherno. Nope. Alright. Alright, so Reimu is able to get that mid-boss without a bomb fairly easily if I play aggressive, right? Her damage that she's dealing out to him is faster, so it'll keep me out of the fight sooner. Her movement is slower, so I have to worry a bit more. Her mid-boss fight with Patchy is going to have a different style of attack there. I think the attacks on Reimu, if I remember right, the attacks on Reimu are a little bit easier for me to dodge. I just need to be better about having a memorization on where the actual positioning needs to go, and I think we'll be in a much better spot. I think we'll be in a much, much better spot. You know what? Hold on. Excuse me. Chat, let's try something stupid for a little bit here. Excuse me. Welcome to Lunatic, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful stay. Enjoy your time here. We won't be here long. Just a little bit. Lunatic reminds us why we aren't on Lunatic. The reason that Zun gave us Lunatic was so that we could remember why we don't play Lunatic. There we go, still made it. There we go, baby. Threw me a beat. Keep going. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Slide through. Slip it. Slide through. Slip it. Ooh, baby. Let's go. Himo, why don't you set it down to normal? Or maybe easy. Nah, screw that. Why don't I set it up to Lunatic? Lunatic will be more fun. There we go, baby. Not as good as my normal spell card, but hey. We're still working, we're still working. Learn, baby, learn. There we go. Use your bombs because you have to. Use your fucking bombs because you have to. Good. If this doesn't force me to learn my bombs, nothing will. 1.5 on Lunatic. No negative on score. Thank you. There we go. Let's see how far we can get here. A little bit of adventure goes a long way. Try and get it. Slide, slide. If anything's going to train me, it'll be this. Lunatic will train me for the lower difficulties. Nope, I can slide through that. Oh, I'm still punished anyway, so that's fine. Good. Slide it. On there. Don't even bother. It's a forced education. That's the problem with this, right? So the reason I play on Lunatic and harder difficulties is so that I can force myself to get good at what's difficult, and by the time I play what's easy, what's normal, what's medium, I'll be ready for it. Come on. Because the early stuff on Lunatic is what the later stuff is like on normal. So isn't it better that I learn on this harder difficulty on the early bits so I can access them? Unhappiness, napkins for the tears. Fury, unhappiness, napkins for the tears is what fun stands for. Ah! Ah! I was misreading that while I was playing on Lunatic. Hold on. Let's go. On the bright side, I'm at least using these more. Interesting. Okay, so I need to learn to go through those because I'm not fast enough to dodge them, and I don't have enough points to sneak through them. So this will be better for... Shit. I need to find a way to be able to hit that button faster. Ooh, that's a fun one. Alright, cool. At least we'll be dying earlier on so I can try and get these experiences out of the way. Come on. Oh, my bad. Did not mean to cough into the microphone, chat. I got some lung issues. I'm trying to make sure I'm mute. No. Alright, let's try and see what we can do here. Let's keep going. A little bit of Lunatic goes a long way. I mean, if I'm going to suck at a game forever, I might as well suck at it on Lunatic. Restart. Thank you. Let's get dangerous. You know what? Maybe I should start this game with public. Hello, Chili! We're playing on the most fun difficulty of them all, Lunatic. Because it'll make me feel better. Because at the very least I know that this is the max difficulty, so when I'm losing over and over again, it's because I'm on the max difficulty. It's not my fault. It's just the max difficulty. I'm meant to lose. Restart. How you doing, Chili? It's still good to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. From the bottom of my heart, I hope everything is going fantastic for you. It's good to have you drop in for a little bit. Good. So I can slide through. Son of a bitch. I'm okay, got back from work. Just enjoying my day off. Hell yeah. Wanting for a day off. I thought you were saying starting to enjoy your day off. I thought it was like, yeah, I just got off work and I'm gonna have another day off. No, man. If I'm reading things a little bit worse than normal, because I'm trying to go through basically a game boot camp. Trying to get myself mentally prepped for the easier difficulty. Not gonna work. If I zone out my eyes, it is not gonna work. Okay, let's see if I can handle this. Alright, there's extra points over here. Welcome to the wonderful world of Hero. Tries to figure out what he's doing wrong when it comes to his dodging. And the answer is, I'm very, very impatient. That doesn't really need figuring out. Jeez. The fact that you can still fire from off the screen is horrifying. swap my accounts real quick. Change account. Excuse me. I'm gonna swap accounts real quick and I'm gonna see, because I love those kind of games. Those operator games are fucking amazing. I need to swear less. I need to swear less. Swearing hurt. Swearing bad. I might be a little tired. It's not late enough for me to be tired. Oh, let me do a stations check real quick. Hold on. One of the pause menus actually just Sakuya's pausing time. Alright, let me see here. Let me see. 911. 911 operator. Do I not already have this one? Hey! I've got it, boys! Yeah! 911 operator! I loved this game. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Sometimes just ignore the call. That's, I've chopped my I like the preview. I like the preview. 911, what's the nature of your emergency? I've chopped my leg off by accident. Yeah, circle 911 operator. Alright, I've dealt with that. DLC is actually discounted as well. I want to pick that up. Okay. I gotta want to pick it up now. Got Search and Rescue, Every Life Matters. You know what? I'm gonna write this off as a business expense, chat. Chat. This is gonna be a business expense for me. So I'm gonna grab this game's DLC. Holy shit, what do you mean? Hold on, chat. I got a double discount. So I got all the DLC, right? It got discounted down from the $10 that it was supposed to be after my discount, down to $7 on the dot. Ooh, baby. Hey, Rune Man, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. It is a TouHouSday. You know, those TouHouSdays are usually pretty lovely. We're enjoying some wonderful times. Relaxing, playing on Lunatic. You know, it's just a little relaxing, fun time. I enjoy video games. I know. I'm a bit of a bad player. I'm pretty bad at the game. But it's alright. You know, we're here to have fun, right? We are here to have fun, and we are going to have fun. What could possibly go wrong, right? I'm at work right now, but I would love to join your next stream. Add me on Discord. No! I'm not adding you on Discord! No! Possible ban evader! I see you! Twitch knows what you are. Twitch knows what you are. Ban evader! Ban evader! Ban evader. Twitch knows what you are. Ooh. I see your message. You know what? I see your message. I see your message. Ban evader. Evader of bans. The scientific method stays strong with this one. Yeah, no, I stole your job. You weren't fast enough. How dare you play your video game and not be helping? I always miss them. I gave you, like, several warnings. Hey, we got a ban evader. Hey! We got a ban evader here! See, no one cares. No one cares. Dachshund! We got Dachshund here! Okay, is it bad that I really wanted... So there was a Google Docie that was posted a while back, and I had to resist with every fiber of my being. I had to resist going into the thread and touching the poo just to say, we got doxes in here, we got doxes here! See, nobody cares. Like, just posting the fucking, Jurassic Park meme. I had to resist. Chat, I really, really desperately wanted to mock them because their fucking document was so poorly written. Some of these things are so poorly done. Why do half of these people not know how to write? They don't know how to write. They don't know how to write. I was on YouTube. Well, you can be on both. You can be on both. What, you don't want to be on both? Why am I getting notified with my, hold on, excuse me. What? Getting a notification. 88 items on my wish list are on sale right now. 88 items on my wish list are on sale. Fair enough. That's weird. Did not expect to have that much wish listed that would be on sale during not a... Ooh, wait, hold on. Ooh, hold on. Ooh, oh, ow. Damn it. Alright, Shirno, you've bested me one more time. However, we're gonna try again. Chat, hold on. You know how bad I've been doing so far? Options. What if I made it even worse? Chat, what if I made it even worse? What if I made it even worse? Zero bombs as well. That could be funny. I'm gonna never use bombs. Excuse me. You, get over here. Alright, I'm gonna admit, this is making it more fun. Knowing that if I get hit at all, I'm dead, kind of ups the stakes a little bit. Nope. No continue. No continue. Oh, jeez. You know what? You know, that's actually kind of satisfying. That's actually really, really satisfying. I think I like the bombs, though. I think I like the bombs. This might force me to play more cautious. Come on. Come on. Oh! You notice that as we keep going, I'm talking less and less. As I keep making the game harder, it's getting harder and harder for me to talk, which is why I need to keep the game getting harder and harder, so that I can force myself to try and talk and keep up a conversation while I'm also playing on Lunatic, and I'm also playing on One Life. Only one life. I just have to no-hit everything. I just have to never get hit no matter what, and then I win. Chat, I win if I just never get hit. If I just never, ever get hit, ever. I will eventually win. Come on. Come on. All I have to do is just not get hit. Ever. Hi, Ramus. How you doing, Rumia? Rumbus. Come on. Alright, suddenly, Rumia has become more tense. I kind of like that, actually. So I was starting to lose the passion in my relationship with Rumia. And now we've been able to rekindle that joy that we once felt. That fear. That genuine tension and stress. It's so nice to see you, Rumia. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I don't care. I'll use these bombs. Why not? Thank you. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the next step is to lower it to 0 bombs. The next step is 0 bombs. Give me more score. Video game, give me more score. I desire more score, thank you. Oh yeah. That is... Now we're at 0 bombs, chat. Now we're at 0 bombs. For any of you who are curious what it's like to do the 0 bomb experience, now you're listening to the 0 bomb experience right here, right now, in the middle of the void, and it's dead. That is the 0 bomb experience. My score is legendary. Actually, it's not any better than the other score, but you know what? It's fine. I like this. Chat, I like the way this sucks. I like the way this is bad. I like the way this is miserable. I like it. Yes. Can it be just a little bit more miserable, though? That would be nice. Can we make this harder? Chat, how do we make this more difficult? There we go. This is good to see you again. Good to see you again. How do I make this harder? Chat, leave suggestions in the Discord how we can make this game even harder. Come on. Eventually I'm gonna beat this game. Ooh, it sucks. Oh, it sucks. How do I make this harder? Listen, I'm not able to win right now, but how can I make this even less like a little bit? Here's the Good. Shit. I like that. I like that a lot. Chat, I may be a lunatic. Thinking about it, I may have a problem. That problem might be that I'm enjoying whatever the fuck this is quite a lot. Glutton for punishment, I believe. Well, I do have some joy. Play Romelia stage in easy. Oh, but I haven't been to Romelia yet. I mean, I guess I could play Romelia. She does have the best music. I love this. This is delightful. Don't you know the best medicine tastes bitter? Of course, it doesn't matter how the medicine tastes if you can't get it down. Alright, you know what? Hey, chat! I got an idea. Hey, chat. Hey chat. Hey, chat. I've got an idea. Do you like fun? Do you like fun, chat? Do you like fun? Practice. Tick. Persuasion needle. So anyway, stage 6. End boss. Life? Sure. You know what? Why not? Chat? It's beautiful. No, legitimately, the art style this is gorgeous. Like, the actual color composition is so fucking cool. Okay. I'm not even, like, able to look at the actual gameplay here. I'm just looking at how fucking gorgeous this is. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is so pretty. This is so fucking pretty. I like how that swerves. Ooh, this is fucking gorgeous. This is fucking gorgeous. Like, I just kind of want to watch this. Holy shit, that background. Yeah, no, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. I like the knives. I like the way everything looks. Chat. I love the way everything looks. Oh, this is cool. I love that level. Bro got vaporized in 2 seconds? Well, of course I did. It's lunatic. That was lunatic. That wasn't easy. The eyes don't kill you until you get into the center of them. Alright, good. Figure out this stage. Figure out some of these stages. It's gorgeous, though. The music in this is fantastic. The visuals are fantastic. I don't like the art on the character herself, but the actual visuals on like the red and the blue in the background. Oh, this is so my style. This is exactly my style. I'm gonna try and figure out how to do this before I lose problems. That's gonna be some fun memorization. Okay, I'm gonna figure out my position. Problem I'm gonna need to figure that out without all these numbers. Oh wait, hold on. You need to slam into those ones intentionally. Oh, the bats are so cool. Oh, this is so fucking cool looking. Okay. This is so fucking pretty. Her boss fight is just incredible to look at. Sorry, I can't! I'm getting distracted! I'm getting distracted. So much of this boss fight is just beautiful Sakuga. Holy moly. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna beat this because I'm just too busy looking at just how gorgeous this looks. Oh boy. So that's like a replica of... That's like a replica of, oh, what's it called? Not a replica, a callback to the Skittles stage with the Baka. That is so fucking cool, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? Remind me later. What? Why are you popping that up? No, that's actually really awesome. It's actually genuinely really, really cool. Alright, hold on. I want to keep doing that. That's fun. I want to keep doing this boss. Okay, so the biggest thing about those eyes is that they are not the full size. So you need to kind of hang in the light. You need to kind of hang in the white of those. Restart. So if I hang in the whites of those, without hanging in the reds of those. Interesting. Okay, look at that. Come over here. Okay, hold on. Interesting. Okay. I like that a lot. Alright, let's actually try taking this back to a level that I can handle. I'm gonna try taking it with... I think this is the most that we actually got to. You know what, I'm going to try... Yeah, I think this is the most we got to normally. None, no progression. 0, 3. Good. Alright, let's try here again. Very curious to see what doing this, I think I'm not beating any Touhou game. What do you mean? Okay, legitimately, if you want a Touhou game that you can beat, Touhou 4. It's gonna seem very hard, but you go with Marissa's laser beam, and Touhou 4 will be the one that you're going to be most likely to beat. Touhou 4 was one that I could beat fairly reliably. I was able to do back-to-back on hard, and then we did a run on Lunatic, I think it is. Touhou 4. Try Touhou 4. Make sure you have an emulator that's running at at the correct speed, and you will have a good time. Because it's hard, but it's fair. You know what I mean? It's hard, but fair. Whereas this, little less so. Alright, I'm just gonna play through Lunatic. So a lot of this is about memorizing what the size of your character is, right? So this one by default does not have the actual hitbox, right? The hitbox mod that I've got here is a noob bonus, as in it's supposed to be teaching me how to do this. But one thing you can notice is already this feels a lot easier because I've just done something very difficult, right? Which is also why I do the more difficult playthroughs on these. Oh, hold on. You wanted to see Ramelia on easy. Hold on. No. That's a screen I'm not used to seeing. Practice stage. Oh no, it is a screen I'm used to seeing. Alright. Well, there's only 5 stages, so we'd have to go to 6 for normal. Yep. This is what it considers the normal mode. We'll give it the 8 and 8, just so you can see this. Here is normal difficulty. The final boss stage. See what normal difficulty is like on this. This is the lowest difficulty you can actually access the stage at, by the way. This is what they expect the lowest skill level player who's able to make it here to be able to do. It does not ever get any lower difficulty than this for this stage. Nope. I'm skipping all the story so I don't have to... This is baby mode. And I'm still dying a fair bit. No. Don't look at the story. No story. I don't want to be spoiled on story. This is baby easy mode. Yeah, it certainly is. So, you know, the people who said that Undertale was significantly harder than this game, I'm sorry. Did you guys play this game? Because this is the easiest baby mode. There's 3 other difficulties higher than this for her fight. Admittedly, I'm terrible, but... Damn. Admittedly, I'm terrible. Can I actually do this? Nope. I can't even do it on normal baby mode. Normal piss baby mode is not something I can handle it on. Alright, let's actually do the regular game on normal piss baby mode. Normal piss baby mode has been activated, so I can sit and I can cry. Oh, hold on. My bad. That still wasn't super normal mode. That didn't have the normal 3 lives. Quick chat. Now that we've tried Lunatic for a while, let me just go through normal mode and we'll see what we can do here. Yoink. This is considered the minimum viable difficulty. Admittedly, I'm also pretty bad at this, even on the normal difficulty. I just also happen to be pretty bad at it on every difficulty. Yep. There we go. Let's snag what we can here. Snag everything we can as soon as we can snag it. See what we can do from here. Hell yes. Little baby, easy mode. I wonder how far I can actually get on this one. I can probably, considering I don't have any of the patterns memorized, I can probably, I can definitely get 2 patches level. No, I don't want to be too cocksure. I can probably guarantee that I'll be able to get to, at least through Rumia. Yeah. The question is if I stop taking it seriously, or if I actually do take it seriously. Because one of my biggest personal problems is that when something is an easier difficulty, I wind up, see, like that. That's not a difficulty issue, that's just me slamming into things. I can slam into things on normal, I can slam into things on lunatic, right? Sometimes the brain just does not work. I don't think there's anything quite as good of a show of how my shit works as me being able to kick the first stage's ass on lunatic with no lives at all, and then dying immediately to Rumia on normal. If that doesn't tell you guys something, I don't know what will. Because it don't matter. It does not matter what difficulty I'm on. I can still find a way to throw. I don't know why. It was just because I stopped being as interested in it, so I started taking it for granted and tried to take more risks than I should. But then again, I shouldn't be doing that on the hard one as well. It wouldn't make sense that I'm doing it on the hard one. Let's see what we can try and do here. Excuse me. I'm trying to think, like, what is the actual issue then? If I'm doing the same exact sort of fails on every difficulty, right? It's not the number of the bullets, right? There has to be a reason why I'm failing in the way that I am. Does not seem to be as connected to actual difficulty, right? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out as we go. Oh, jeez. I do want to try going through to see how far we can get in this. Ooh, jeez. Because a lot of this should be incredibly easy. I think there's something to be said for trying to get to a point. There's definitely not as many people here. Not nearly as many. Like, not even just bullets, right? There's a whole lot of nothing. Yep, it's not the same as on normal. Or normal's not the same as on hard. There we go. I need to stay up here. Left. Okay, good. Should be useful for getting a few more lives, maybe. So I need to be right up there if I want to be able to collect those. I need to be able to learn how to shift through those ones. Oh, that's fun. Alright. Yeah, no, that's an interesting pattern, isn't it? Interesting. I feel like I'm having more time to rest on these. I'm definitely doing better. But I'm also feeling like there's something still... I'm not getting the same thrill, but it also doesn't actually feel easier. You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah. I'm still dying. Which means I still don't fundamentally understand something here. There's still something I'm fundamentally not understanding. Because if normal is just as much trouble as hard, and lunatic is slightly harder than hard for me, I'm obviously doing something wrong in my education here, right? Right? That's usually how it works, right? Okay, admittedly, this is significantly easier. Okay. Oh, so the early levels are the same. The later levels. Well, I guess because it's got multiple mechanics there. Obviously, I'm playing this wrong somehow, right? Well, it'll be interesting to see how this thing turns out long term. I would like to at least beat this on normal, or at the very least get the dialogue through. A lot of this doesn't seem like it's really that much easier. Then again, maybe I'm just not examining it. I don't know. I will remain forever curious. I do want to know. I really do. Yeah, no, it's definitely taking less time. Though on a good run where I'm very focused. Not honestly that far off. A lot of this is just more visually complicated on the harder difficulties. It doesn't feel like it's that much different. There's some routes you can't use. That's why I'm having such a time. Then again, I suppose I am dying significantly less, so obviously it is easier. But it does seem to be a lot of the same sort of patterns, just over or under complicated. It seems like a lot of it just comes from the scare factor, right? The overwhelming visuals. Reacting, resulting in not being able to pay attention to the character. I'm still getting a lot of moments where I'm almost dying. I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Well, my screen's certainly not slowing down as much. Yep. Yeah, that makes it much easier to just kind of wander around the screen. Okay, yeah, no, it's significantly easier. There we go. I do think after this run here, until Tuesday today, just for the sake of getting a few things done off camera, I've got to make sure I can get some things sorted out. Or at the very least going to enjoy a little bit of normal mode. I think this is the first time I've properly played normal mode. Yeah, no, looking at that score, this is the first time I've properly played it. This is what the average player is expected to see. This is normal person difficulty. Not a good sign. I normally expect if I'm at this point, lives, if I can get through that little further, I'm probably going to get too patchy. Top of the Touhousday to you as well, guys. Even if I'm not stopping shortly here, I do definitely want to take a bit break, perhaps. We're trying normal mode real quick, because I want to see how much easier it is than hard. We've been playing Lunatic for most of the day. So it is interesting to go back to normal and see how Dababi mode goes. Every bullet becomes double bullet. I'm trying to figure out, like, what I've been doing wrong at this time. A lot of this stuff feels like things I should have figured out already. And a lot of it feels like things that only Yep, nope. Still fucked up. Yeah, I don't know. Or at least I need a little bit more water here. I'm very dehydrated. A lot of what we're getting here doesn't seem to be too much different from the actual. It's just more of it. Oh, I do. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, I'm still gonna die on Patchy. Holy shit. So even on normal, I still die on fucking Patchy. Oh, I am shamed. Even on normal, I still die on Patchy. That is so disappointing. Oh, that just... What does that mean? What does it mean? Why? Chat, what does it mean? Chat, what does it mean? What does it mean that I still... Because I've been able to beat Patchy multiple times on hard. I've been able to get to Patchy on Lunatic in my practice mode. But I can't beat Patchy on normal. I think that means it might be Izakaya time for a while. But right now, I am wrecked from anger, and I'm wrecked from dealing with a few other things. I'm not going to be able to do a very long stream at all today. You know I hate doing 3-hour streams, right? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna raid you guys elsewhere because I'm very lightheaded. I think I might be getting a little bit sick. I'm already a bit stressed. I think it's mostly just energy stuff. I might just need to have a nap. Have a nice lay down and a relaxation. Because I don't even think I can keep streaming right now. I just feel sick to my stomach. Which isn't TouHou's fault. I enjoy TouHou. It's actually the bottom of the TouHou Tuesday, I suppose, in that regard. Which is unfortunate. But what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? The answer? The best you can. The absolute best you can. So I am gonna raid you folks over to... You know what? I can raid Pippa. I can raid Pippa, chat! /raid Pippa. /raid Pippa. Pippa. Chat, Pippa. I love Pippa. I love Pippa. And I'm probably gonna lay down and relax after I have another nonsense conversation. Oh, I'm not happy about the conversation I might have to have later in the day. Pipkin, Pippa. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for having a wonderful evening. It's been a delightful, delightful day. It might be time for me to relax. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. A good time all around. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. It is a delight all around. Thank you for tuning in, thank you for having fun, and I will see you guys next time.